We had our first commitment ceremony on Married at First Sight tonight and Hooly Dooly was at something. The gaslighting and deflection was real, as was the schooling of noted fuckhead Harrison by Alessandra, and a lil by John. Finally, some good fucking MAFS food. Mel, Alessandra and John asked Harrison and Bronte how they were going and Mans literally said it felt like a holiday cause they're on a break so he hasn't seen much of her. The people of the internet had literally seen his face for 5 seconds and were already done. The experts then asked Harrison and Bronte to bring up their wedding night beef which, if I'm being honest, is a storyline that's starting to break my brain. It's the MAFS equivalent of the whole Felix/Jessica/Damian storyline which plagued The Bachelors and made me want to lobotomize myself. The thought of me smooshing my prefrontal cortex aside, Harrison revealed his secret girlfriend Abby Miller helped him pack his bags for MAFS and took that pic the girlie in the pink dress showed us at the wedding. He started spinning a weave that was so big, even Shelob in The Lord of the Rings wouldn't be able to keep track of it. People on Twitter were confused as shit. Actual icon Melinda said he had to get in the bin and the internet applauded her. As they should. Then came the Alessandra dragging and it was everything we could hope for and more. It was divine. I was ready to roll over, turn on the telly and light up a cigarette. Obviously I couldn't do that cause I had to finish writing this story but let me tell you it was so fucking satisfying watching Alessandra hand Harrison his ass on a silver platter. I know I spoke about myself a lot just then but the internet agreed with me. Then came the Fiesta Resistance and the Harrison grilling. The place where your brain needs to be, perhaps shouldn't be between someone else's legs and body, Alessandra said. She really gagged him and Twitter was fucking gooped as well. Lives were changed. We whizzed through the other couples on the ouch couch and when John started schooling Shannon for rooting his ex-fiancée a week before MAFS started, he gave Harrison a shout-out for his dog shit behavior. But rather than taking it on, Harrison told John it was bullshit. I actually guffawed. I screamed. The good people of Twitter were equally as shook. The man's brain needs to be studied like an animal at the zoo but that would be a waste of scientists' time and resources, wouldn't it? I'm sure he'll be normal this week, which is Intimacy Week. Yeah. If you want to catch up on the rest of the chaos that went down at tonight's commitment ceremony, you can read our yummy recap here. If you're still chomping at the bit for MAFS-related gossip, you can sign up to our newsletter here or give our podcast We've Done the MAFS, a listen. Image, Married at First Sight, Channel 9.